Ali. There are a few landmarks that hold a special place in Australia's heart: Bondi Beach, the MCG and the Australian War Memorial, just to name a few. And today, Melbourne's Queen Victoria Market will be officially given National Heritage listing. Environment and Energy Minister Josh Frydenberg is there. Very good morning to you, Minister. Why is it being added to the list?
Good morning, Ali. Well, this is a great day for Melbourne, with the Queen Victoria Market being added to the National Heritage List because of its outstanding heritage value to the nation. And as you said, it will join the likes of the MCG, the Sydney Opera House, Bondi Beach, the Great Ocean Road on this important list. The market itself dates back to 1878, long before Uber Eats and refrigeration had ever been heard of, and it really gives us an insight into the food distribution systems back in Melbourne at that time when the population was only 120,000 people.
Now, on another issue, Labor has announced this morning its plan to save the energy supplement. That's worth about $550 each year to vulnerable people to cover their power bills. Obviously, the timing is no coincidence, 6 days out from the Super Saturday by-elections.
Well, this is just a desperate tactic by Bill Shorten to cover up for the fact he's going to introduce a new electricity tax on all Australian families and businesses if he's given a chance to govern this country. He did that last time with the carbon tax, and he'll do that again. The pension goes up twice a year, each and every year. And Labor took to the last election this saving. In fact, they banked it. So what we are doing is driving power bills down. We've had some success with prices just coming down in New South Wales, South Australia and Queensland from 1st of July this year. There's more to be done, but Labor will increase your power prices, and they'll do that with a new electricity tax.
Well, hang on. I mean, you're saying here that you're going to reduce electricity prices. I mean, a recent report that was commissioned by Greenpeace says that, you know, what you're doing will actually push up energy prices. It'll do little to reduce emissions and will cripple the renewables industry.
Well, that's just false. We have independent modelling that was done by the Independent Energy Security Board, the foremost experts in energy in this country, that said under the National Energy Guarantee and our existing policies, prices will fall by $400. And we're already starting to see the improvements in power bills that have come from the Turnbull government's reforms to the energy market, to the wholesale market, to the retail market, to the networks. And we've seen the ACCC and the Australian Energy Market Operator release important reports in just the last couple of weeks, which the government is acting upon. So we have a plan to reduce people's power bills. Labor, when they were last in office, sent people's power bills up each and every year.
Hang on, are you saying that under your government, moving forward, pensioners will pay less for electricity than under Labor?
Absolutely. That is absolutely true. Labor took to the last election a new tax on electricity. We have modelling again that shows that under their policies compared to ours, households will be $300 a year worse off, and businesses even more so. We have a plan to reduce power prices. The Labor Party doesn't. We're focusing on engineering and economics. Labor's focusing on ideology. Just look at their last record, Ali, when they were last in government. Power prices went up each and every year. They doubled when Labor was last in office. That's what will happen again if they are given the keys to the lodge.
Well, can I say this? They are selling their message better than you are. They've set themselves up. They are the voice for the pensioners, and you guys are the big end of town. That message is effective, and it's what's getting through.
That's not what the polls recently showed. They showed that people trust the coalition to reduce their power bills and to keep the reliability in the system more so than the Labor Party does. We went to the experts. We recognised that over the last decade and a half in Australia, there's been lots of missteps with energy policy. They came up with the National Energy Guarantee as the way forward. We are working with the states to get their support. But at the end of the day, as a result of the hyper-partisanship in this sector and in this policy area, the consumers have been the casualties. We are cutting a new path under Malcolm Turnbull, which will reduce power bills for families and businesses.
So just looking ahead to Super Saturday, you've had some great momentum in the Queensland seat of Longman. It's a very tight battle in the Tasmanian seat of Braddon. How confident are you of taking any of the Labor-held seats?
Well, as you know, history is against sitting governments winning seats in by-elections off the opposition. In the 151 by-elections, the sitting government has only won 35 of those, and sitting governments haven't won one off an opposition for more than 100 years. So it's really, really difficult. It's like climbing Everest, but we can do it. We have terrific candidates. On Friday, I was in Longman with our big candidate, Big Trevor Ruthenberg. He had strong support. So does Brett Whiteley. So does Georgina Downer. We are putting our best foot forward, and people know that the Turnbull government will create more jobs. We've done it already, 1 million new jobs. We'll do it again, and we are going to lower people's taxes as well.
Well, Minister, thank you so much for joining us this Sunday morning. Go and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Looking forward to getting a mandarin off the shops here. Thank you.
Thank you, Pete.